Today I want to talk about life. What is life? I really don't know what is life because I live through life, so I don't really know what life entails. But so far, life has been good. It's beautiful. We as humans, we've come up with different things to make life enjoyable. We've got education, we've got language to relate. You know, we've gone through civilization, we've gone through science, technology, we've gone through a lot that's really helped us and shape the way we are. But what I don't understand is why are humans the biggest enemies of humans? Why is it that people don't like when other people are doing well? Why is it that people are suffering other places and some people are extremely rich? Why is it that we have people that have got lots of money and they can't even help other people? Why is there still poverty in this time and age? Like, there's so many questions I love to ask, but I don't know priorities. I don't know, because in the end, everyone is for themselves, their families, right? So what are we doing for other people? I know every one of us is trying to do their best in the society, in the neighborhood, you know, as much as you can do. But I think the government is the most responsible because the government accounts to everyone. They're in charge. That's the leadership. Now you look at other countries in Africa, you see how people are suffering, how people are using these people to work tirelessly and they're not even paying them properly. They can't even afford to go to school because obviously these kids are working. You look at countries like Nigeria where people are embezzling money, so much money, and there's still poverty. And I don't understand how someone finds that comfortable. Like, how do you feel? I know there are problems everywhere in the Western world as well. It's not like everything is actually good, but they've got problems as well. But it's just the ratio of the problems here, say in the UK to Africa, is just too massive. The gap is it's you can't just look past it. And I'm thinking, why is this still happening? Like, why are the people that are in power doing all these things? And then you think about other people, other parts of life whereby people have got money, they've got everything, right? They don't even care about other people, it's just themselves. And then they're spending this money stupidly, changing some parts of their bodies, cosmetic surgery, facial surgery. And I'm thinking, you don't even understand life, you don't even understand your being, your existence, yeah. And then you're changing things in you. And then you have people having gender neutral, call it gender confusion, or trying to change the way they are. Why should we complicate matters? It's so straightforward. If you're male, you're male. If you're female, you're female. That's how nature has made it. That's how God has created everyone, male and female. So why would you say, oh, you've got children, you want to raise them up differently so that when they grow up they can choose? You've already confused their childhood. You can't change nature. There's some things they're gonna be. You can't say, oh, I don't want to go to the toilet anymore because I don't see myself as human, I see myself as alien or something. You hear about people changing their body, their nose, their facials, implants, and changing things, removing genitals just because they want to be like the opposite sex or some creature, I don't know. But do you think even if you change your outward appearance, do you think you're still gonna have a womb? Do you think because you were not born with a womb, then you're probably gonna find a womb from who? From where? People need to think about certain things. You don't even know what your inside looks like apart from pictures you see in biology books and things like that. Why do you want to mess up with things like that? I understand people go for operations, yeah, where they have to change what's it called, certain things, due to health, remove like appendixes and everything like that. Some people live through it, some people die after as due to complications. Now that is health, that is very, very important to you, to your well-being, to continue living. But then if you're just doing it for vain glory, for vain sake, I don't understand why people will go through that stress. I don't think animals say, oh, today I want to be a lion, say I want to be a lioness tomorrow, or I want to be a tiger, says I want to be a tigress or something like that. Like, do they even think of that? But they accept the fact that they're humans. They're animals. I don't speak animal language, but I presume that's what they do. They just live like animals they are. And we are higher animals. We are educated. We are civilized. And it seems like we are so brilliant, and we are just doing all sort of things. I know science is good. The government is spending money for science, research, projects, experiments, and things like that. But we shouldn't tamper with everything. It's like a tree saying, "I don't want to be a tree today. I want to be a plant," or a plant saying, "Oh, I don't want my leaves to be green. I want it to be purple," or some random thought like that. Why is it humans always coming up with weird things like that? Now the other day, a guy tried to turn himself to an alien. Why? Trying to remove your nipples, remove your genitals, and remove your belly button, and then you're gonna have a regretful suicidal life because at some point you don't feel like you're part of humans, and then you're regretting because there's nothing you're going to do that you will not regret. You do some things to your body, and then all of a sudden you hate yourself. Why? You've been created wonderfully. That's the way you're meant to be. If you looked any different, then you're a different person. But you've been created that way. You've been named. You've grown up with your parents, and they're happy to see you grow, and they're happy that they've brought you into this world, and you can live among your friends, your family, and go and do other things in life. So why would at some point you just want to change yourself and distance yourself from everyone? I don't know why people do that, because I believe the basic needs is having money, having a shelter, having food, drink, water, having clothes, education. Those are the basic things that everyone needs, and then obviously you can go into other things. But those ridiculous things just need to stop. I don't understand life, like I said, I wish there was someone that was here at the beginning of this world that could tell us, but no, because people live and die through it. Everyone is going to die off. The next generation is going to come. They're going to be buildings, they're going to be homes, they're going to be houses. They're all going to be here, but everyone is going to die and new people are going to occupy it. So there's no one that can actually come and say, oh, I know how it was back then. So it's really, really sad. I don't understand what the world is turning into. It's the end time, the different, disasters are happening, war, there's no peace, there's no love, things are not going to change because humans have just made life harder. I wish there was other beings in other planet, but we've been told by science that people don't live there. So do we need different creatures to come and teach us how to live life or something? Because if things are going to be like this, how do we know things are going to change in the future when we are gone? Because we are bringing younger people into this world, and they're going to learn from us. They've seen how things work, and that's what they're going to remember ever. So if you think you know about life, you could comment, you could tell me stuff. And I'm just deep. Sometimes I just sit down, I just think about certain things. I think about solutions, about how I could help, but I don't know through the proper channel. I don't know if anyone's going to listen, but I just have to make a YouTube video about it if someone sees it and they like what they see and they understand from my angle. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.